Good evening, President Hansen, Dr. Meyer, and members of the board. My name is Lori Lingenfelter, and I'm a parent of two Woodside Elementary children in kindergarten and second grade, and I have a third child who will be starting in the year of 2017. I'm here to share with you my personal frustrations and how our school has been managed by Principal Mattioni, and hope that a review of her performance will be conducted and that changes and improvements will be made for the next school year. My concerns are the following. She has shown a lack of integrity. At the last PFC meeting that was just held last month, she lied to us about knowing about the teaching issues that we have with a particular teacher, Mrs. Tasby. I personally had a one-on-one meeting with Mrs. Mattioni in her office at the beginning of the beginning of last year's school year, right when she came on board to discuss the issues that I had that my son, because he was in her class. So I was very insulted that she flat out lied to everyone in that room for that meeting, saying that she had no idea that there was an issue with Mrs. Tasby. Second, I have a concern for the safety of our kids. At the first PFC meeting of this school year, I asked Mrs. Mattioni to address the loss of our crossing guards at Treat Boulevard and San Simeon, which is a very, very busy intersection. And she stated that it was a police department issue, that they canceled the funds, and that there was nothing we can do about it. I do understand from research that it was the district's decision not to provide funds and to continue having patrol, but what we were not told was that there was processes in place that we could get training for the parents that were involved to go ahead and take over that responsibility. That was never communicated in the past 2 years to our current co-president, Rachel Coyle, or to Belma Eldridge, our two co-presidents. It was never, ever mentioned to them. So for that, I'm very disappointed. Because most of us, there's quite a few of us do walk our children. There's a lack of communication. And by that, I have my kindergartner had to suffer through 7 different substitute teachers for the first 3 months of his school year. That's not acceptable. Now, I understand it's because our teacher had medical issues and that her doctor didn't release her, and that's understandable, and she's done